remember having to order like 14 kilos of that shit.
14 kilos of cheese.
14 kilos of Macca's cheese for like 3 days of food. That's how fast the McDonald's I worked at went through cheese.
That sounds fucking vile.
Yeah. Like, you get people who come in and order the pounder, which is 8 pieces of meat and 8 pieces of cheese. Yeah. Oh. Buggy. Who are you after, Buggy? No, all the good food is gone. You missed out.
It's good shit.
Hmm? Yeah. So, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
How fucked are we?
Yeah, it's just some Batman.
Exactly. Yes.
We killed 2 demons. I think we can handle some rats.
I doubt that.
I'm sure we'll
This
be
guy.
waiting for the return.
Gonson Schwegler.
That would be Luke's head wizard boy.
He's coming into Schwegler.
Schwegler.
Getting my pickaxe.
Where are those Nazi puppets when you need?
Back in the Puppet Master movie.
Yeah, I need that puppet with that tiny switchblade to kill all the rats for us.
I mean, he probably would.
Or the one with 6 revolvers.
I mean, he was. Thank you. He was chopping off heads with that tiny switchblade during that movie.
That little man was fucking going in. He was a Chad.
I'm so glad that I joined in for that movie, man. Like, what the fuck?
Wasn't it a treat?
I came in at such a good time as well.
You really did.
I came in like right before all of the killing started. Watch this movie called Puppet Master. I missed it. Oh my god. Pretty good. It's on Prime.
Oh, is it? Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know if it's on the stream. Oh no, it is. So Josh,
Mm-hmm.
we only have Puppet Master #1. We don't have any of the other ones.
Then I'm glad to have allowed you to see
Oh my
an absolute masterpiece of slaughter.
God, that one. Yeah.
Which at the same time it makes me wonder if it's the overtones that come from it.
Probably.
Alrighty. I'm just grabbing something.
Oh, we're gonna get a drink.
Who wastes that?
It's fine. I'm not gonna hit anything for the rest of the game anyway.
That's why you're wasting.
I don't hit rats. I hit goblins. Right in the knee, but I make sure that I full frick the knee.
is always the kneecap.
Can we not talk about WOG in this fucking chat, please?
Wog?
No one wants to see you rap for the gods.
We'll always talk about Pog.
Pog champ 1, Pog champ 1, Pog champ 1. I can't even spam Gwendy's chat with bits anymore. Because Pogs doesn't exist. There's no Pog champ. It's now some stupid snake, and I don't give two fucks about that snake. Fuck that snake!
I think it's a Komodo dragon.
It is, yeah.
Komodo dragon / raptor or something.
Fuck that thing. It's not the Pog champ.
Just from the name. It's definitely not the Pog shape.
Alright. So, last time on Karak Azgal, the party had done a rather significant job with the firebombs once again, defeating a large swath of night goblins, a swarm of rats, as well as a spider that had been lit on fire and then fallen what assumingly was about 200 yards down into maybe some form of water or ravine, due to the fact that there was a huge amount of runoff due to the rain. After which the party fought for what felt like an eternity against 2 plague bearer demons. Holding the main pass, Tin was horrifically wounded during the main fight there. Vomit was flung, flies were stinging at people's eyes and biting their flesh. But finally the demons were felled, and once they had been felled, they had returned to the maggoty piss and rot that they had initially formed from. After taking some time to collect what you could to try and at least pay back the writ that you would use to go down, to be sure you can return once again and make sure that everyone is at full strength, you had spent a few days resting, making sure that you had everyone back up to full snuff, as well as spending a few moments to either get tattoos or other pieces of equipment to replace that was already used, before David Glumpy had been approached by one of the Ironbreaker dwarves from, let me double check the name here, Brotherhood of the Forked Beard.
Yeah, the dudes who gave me my tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
Brother. So.
Oh yeah.
So, as you hear them discussing the much more intimate details of payment, as well as what would be expected of your group, you could tell that the the Brotherhood of the Forkbeard is willing to pay 5 gold per each of your head, as well as to pay for your writ going down. Obviously, claim to treasure would be allowed so long as you had gotten to it first.
Sweet, free money.
Yeah, so every time you guys have gone down into the tunnels, it cost 5 gold for a writ.
I know that. But I mean, I'm just so they're giving us 5 gold, and then they're also paying our writ on the grounds that we're just going down there to kill rats.
Along with them, yes, as you follow the regiment.
I fucking sleep.
Get to the treasure first. I feel like that's gonna be like, ooh, a umbral chest piece. And they'll be like, ooh, we saw that too. Best give it to us, boy.
Turn first.
And then Tin caused a cave collapse. I better get that umbral. Everybody's dying.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you pick up the rattling gun.
And I grow
You're
an
like, oh no, they all died to rats.
What a shame.
Rocks with immunity to chaos.
Okay, I'll just grow an extra arm to help support the rattling. That'll be used to slaughter them.
It's not the extra arm.
Between me and Theo, we got you rattling boys covered.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not an extra arm. It's more like a tripod that part of my natural anatomy expands to fill the role. You know.
Hello, Luke.
Hello.
Ah, welcome. So,
We all died.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
No, we're at the start. When the wizard died.
We exploded.
Yeah. I dropped a firebomb.
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh,
We were playing around in the bar and it just detonated the whole fucking room.
oh,
Yeah, I was playing catch with Ferguson and he dropped it.
Yeah.
Can we play hot potato with an incendiary?
While it's lit, yes.
It has to be lit. What would be the point otherwise?
So, obviously,
Oh, speaking of which, I do want to buy more.
obviously, there is still the reward upon finishing the rat nest that you can hear Golumby's working out of pretty much an extra 20 gold upon completion. And if there are any other greater issues that they, the requirement that you would be paid more.
20 gold.
120, like a lump sum of 120.
120 gold. I fucking sleep.
So,
In between all of us, and including Galumpy obviously getting a cut, that's only like 15 gold
Here's
each.
15 gold, you fucking peasants. No thank you. Wank.
Well, I mean, we are also going down there to do the thing that, we'd normally do anyway, just this time we're going with a bunch of other people to kill rats.
Yeah, so they can fight us for our loot. No thank you.
So, obviously, after the consideration, Silver Fury will take his leave, obviously, upon the offer, and we'll know whether or not you accept if you arrive before the traversing down towards the supposed rat nest.
See, we told Josh that we'd do it last time, but now let's not do it. So he has nothing ready.
Ooh,
Instead, let's go on a bar crawl for the entire session.
fuck yeah, just with this music playing constantly.
Hey, let's just leave this dwarf town and pick a random direction.
Please, go for it!
Have you seen where we are on the map?
I don't actually. Where are we?
Literally, we will go down the mountain and go directly into Goblin and Orc territory.
We
This
will
place is
not.
actually-
How did we get here?
Cart.
By very careful navigation in a cart, and it took a long time.
Mhm.
Y'all.
Which is why
Do
you
you
can
have
see
a
that
car?
David Galumpy refused to come here without the mercenaries he hired to get there.
Because, like,
And
You're-
why we
you're-
fought gobos on the way here.
Yeah.
and the best part is that if we go the other direction over the mountains somehow, we arrive at an even worse place.
Yep.
The Tomb Kings.
Yeah, fuck that. No thank you.
Oh, come
You
on.
know, we live in it.
Go visit the Tomb Kings. It'll be fine.
No. No. I don't want to visit the Tomb King.
Don't you
No,
want to see
fine.
the Black Pyramid?
No, not particularly.
Well, that sounds cool.
No, no.
The Black Pyramid is just about the scariest fucking thing.
Alright. So, obviously, just to surmise, Columbia would show you the representation of the contract if you were to accept them and go to join them at the Brotherhood of the Forked Beard. What? That would be obviously the initial 5 gold just for is basically showing up once the rat nest is completed, an extra 20 gold to each of you. And then a full 25 gold, and then allowed to keep any treasure that you're able to raid from the main initial attack.
Are we gonna get taxed on the treasure?
And for that, no.
Well, as you did bring up the point earlier, it is, good to continue on with. They might just steal the good things.
It's fucking dwarves.
I assume we're gonna... Yeah. It's fucking dwarves.
Bunch of racist pricks.
I mean, we can always get paid for clearing the rat nest and then just go somewhere else.
Or
At the
we
very
could
least,
be
it's
scum.
an armed escort to a decent area.
Yeah, we could steal the stuff while they kill rats.
I don't think we can.
Yeah,
And
just
wolf.
before they do.
Wasn't the dwarf that you kept talking to from the Forked Beard?
No.
No.
Wasn't? Who was he from?
No, he was one of the
I'm-
shield breakers in the main city of guarding the main
okay.
pass of the Temple of Armidia.
Yeah.
The name just sounded familiar.
No, the folk beards are the guys who gave me all my sick tattoos.
Yes.
Oh, that's who.
They're the ones who actually have Kizovites who are allowed to be honorary shield breakers. But obviously those are ones who have clearly proven themselves in the tunnels below.
I think Theo should sign up as a slayer.
I don't think you can be a slayer unless you're a dwarf.
Sadly true.
Damn.
On my beard.
You need a bit more beard, man.
Also, you wouldn't want to be a slayer unless you were a dwarf. The dwarves get so much extra toughness that it actually makes it work.
I don't think you want to be a slayer full stop.
True.
Well, I mean, if you manage to make it all the way to Demon Slayer, you're an unstoppable god of destruction.
Yeah, good luck getting there.
With the wheelies.
Meow.
So,
Broke this mistake.
so Gillumby will obviously look to the rest of you. It's an opportunity to travel further down into Karak Azgal, but I will not expect you to risk your life on something as dangerous as maybe a fortified hold.
But sir, we risk our lives every day.
In the
Yeah,
name
we
of good
fought two
fortune.
Yeah. Two people appeared out of nowhere on a bridge and tried to murder us. They smelled absolutely awful. I don't know.
Yeah, they were the worst, surprisingly.
Obviously, you
Anyways.
have time to decide. They would be meeting up there in 2 days once they have their full regiments ready.
Well, okay, let's just presuppose that they are greedy and they're going to try to rob us anyways. If we're going this deep, there's probably not many people even go down here, so there's probably going to be so much they couldn't even carry it all themselves.
That is very true. I've seen many a stout folk carry a
pretty
pretty
strong.
Okay, but they also have a lot heavier equipment than us.
Yes, but do not forget that they are dwarves. They can carry more than us anyway.
They have that racial feature.
Yeah, I have never seen a dwarf that does not have a full pack on its back. I'm just concerned with the amount of money that we're receiving. This does not seem like enough.
Yeah, the mercenary work seems rather low, but that is still no glittering grumble. They are paying for mercenary work.
To be fair, we made more than that in 2 days.
Indeed. It just depends on whether or not you're willing to go deeper than they are.
I mean, I'm okay with it if everyone else is. Seems like we're working for peanuts.
I have heard of merely sparkling gem veins from the Miners Guild if you get to the 3rd level. The veins litter the walls still have not been picked clean as it's not been fully reclaimed. So there's great difficulty staying down there for long.
Well, I'll be sure to bring a hand pick in case we all manage to not die to half-sized rat nut.
We're dead.
It's just a bunch of rodents with pointy sticks, right? Right?
A bunch. You know, 6 or 7 clans of 200 rats.
Various people stabbing your toes.
Yeah.
I need those.
But they're tasty.
Not anymore.
I need those for walking.
I need those for
Hey,
cooking.
get my walking toes. What the fuck? What do we say? Are we going or nay?
Yeah, let's fight some rats.
Yeah, I'm good for it.
Think how much money we're gonna make if we get lucky and don't die.
Huzzah.
Don't get ripped off.
We just all carry a suicide incendiary on us and we're like,
One person falls to just detonate half the dwarves.
Now, are you gonna let me leave with this grumroll, or ain't nobody leaving with this grumroll?
all like a light incendiary simultaneously in a big circle.
Back, you little shits.
Ape won't live.
They all just turn into zombies. They all turn into zombies the moment you pick up a Grommel piece.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen. They'll be like, hey, that Karamro really suits me, don't you think?
Back, you heinous monsters.
I'll hold them off. You run.
This Grommer was made for walking. That's just what it'll do.
Later, bitch.
There's gonna be a single like Skaven down there, just like wearing like dwarf clothes. I'm a dwarf.
I swear I'm not lying to you. Bless.
Bless.
Oh, bless you.
A Sigma. A blessing.
Blessed be your shoes.
I see what you did there.
Blessings of Shalia.
Fuck Shalia.
Alright. So, obviously, 2 days to prepare, and if you wish to go, you'll be arriving there at the Forkbeard Barracks, heading down with them, which they will be heading down from the main area of the Scalp's Hold.
Hey Josh,
Yes, sir.
what was that thing where we could pay money to get XP? At like some kind of training place?
You would have to spend a week there, and that was at the Temple of Myrmidia.
Okay.
And you can only
So
do
if we
that
have a week
once.
down there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Only each
There's
person
also,
can do it once max.
wasn't it like 5 gold a day, and also you have to succeed a check or it just fails?
Yep.
Yup.
It's only like 100
You also
XP.
can't fate point it.
Yeah, it's only like 100 XP, I'm pretty sure as well.
That's a free advance if you have like a long amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
We get a free advance in 1 day by going down into that hole in the ground. What do you mean?
At the risk of life.
Fuck your life.
If we get a week downtime, I'm doing that.
This seems like a waste of money. I can't wait for you to fail the fucking check and get nothing out of it.
Yeah,
Can we
wizard
do
over
it in? Can we do it in installments? 2 days now and then 5 later.
No, it would have to be a week straight.
All right, not today.
Alrighty. So, unless there's anything else that people wish to retrieve.
I take his hat again.
No, please, I need that. I don't need to sweat anymore.
See you later.
You'll thank me later, buddy. You need to tan the top of your head.
Let's see.
Oh, this is so uncouth.
Do I get me lead box? Oh no.
I don't
Oh
want to.
god, various.
What does that mean?
So, you stick an arm and a leg in, and you might... So, especially since you still have the 2 days, you are able to get your lead bin wheelie.
Hooray!
Wheelie bin! Wheelie bin!
The janitorial cleanup of Warpstone.
Dude, we can do fucking bin shots now.
I walk up to it, put my rubbish in.
Alright, how much do you want this thing to weigh?
If you were to try and carry it, because that's
Lead's
heavy.
pretty heavy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bothering.
Trying to think of appropriate weight for it, because it's gonna be like retardedly heavy. I would just say a flat 200 encumbrance, because that's the same as a great weapon.
Alright.
Sorry, did you say 200?
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to rewalk it and still get stuck somewhere. Like, guys, wait! Wait!
But that's if you're carrying it. You can still wheel it around.
Yeah, you're gonna be taking that fucker down the
Mm.
top, and its wheel's gonna get stuck.
Grab that waterfall again.
I am going to need to drop some stuff.
Like I said, that's if you're directly carrying it.
Or maybe I might have to in a tight situation. I'm gonna drop me sword.
Alright.
He's gonna get fucking eaten by rats because he's gonna be like the old woman at the shopping center. The fucking trolley dolly thing. He's just gonna get stuck and die.
Does anybody want my sword or can I sell it?
Yeah, so does.
Sword.
Sword. Sword.
Oh, a sword, eh?
Yeah.
An old sword.
Yes,
Bill
I
is-
want it.
Oh, at the same time, it'd be a fun-
I'll take it off your hands.
Okay, DM, I'd like to sell this sword.
DM.
Holy DM.
Yes, you can definitely sell this one.
Okay.
Sell my shoes.
Let me just speak up a little bit.
If you're trying to get full price for it, you just have to roll me a gossip check.
I will try.
Give me this.
Fog.
There you go. 10 gold. Alright.
7 seems like a good amount.
7 cone shots of doom.
Considering the following, it takes you like 7 years for you to reload.
It takes me a full minute to reload that thing. Hey, it's been very helpful. It's a good tool.
Alright. So, as you do, obviously take care of business, assuming you head to the Forked Beard Guild to take them up, or whether or not. I assume
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh.
I assume everyone does, unless you have other plans.
Ready?
All right.
Being killed.
So, let me go and grab the description.
I want to bring the dog with us. Ferguson is coming with us.
Ferguson is not going with.
Yes.
No.
I put the dog in my backpack.
Lumpy refuses. He actually refuses. Ferguson is staying here for too much of a precious hound to be delving down into the dangerous deeps.
I'm sure he'd be fine. Look at him. He's got the eyes of a killer.
You just see like giant doe eye, and it's just like sits there on like this soft little bundled up blankets, like.
Stone cold monster he is.
Ferguson, remain here. Thank you.
Okay. Lame.
So, Skull's Keep, as you are meeting the main regiment of the Forked Beard Ironbreakers there. The tallest building in the city, Skull's Keep, rises 120 feet above the city, surrounded by a 20-foot stone wall, with a gatehouse to the east and west of the main walls. The keep has a peaked roof, 30 foot high, with a golden statue of a winged dragon built on the top of it. The building serves as home to Skull's main clan and the direct descendants that live on the upper floors and buildings to this day. The ground floor house is to the main council chambers, as you hear many of them discussing, as well as the main headquarters for the various lawbringers, as well as there is a main dungeon that you pass by while heading down into the lower levels of Karak Azgal, which is obviously from the Lawbringers prison. You do see a great number of people here who have obviously either betrayed contract or have either tried to whisk away with something that they had not paid taxes on, or even tried to illegally enter into Karak Azgal or caused a disturbance within the Scalp's hold up above. As you can see, that the main part of the keep entrance areas, aside from the citadel in the center, is open to citizens as well as many of the various dwarfs. As you can see, that there is the main entrance there that is looked over by many of the various lawbringers, all hefting, magnificent mauls, feathered and covered with deep dwarven designs and runestone carvings inside the side of them. Probably the most decorative ones that you can tell, but also probably in the most deft hands, as well as the most stern and, well, iron-browed looking dwarfs amongst the entire race here. You can tell that many of these people have seen their fair share of battle, and not many of people would be willing to test their mettle against the Grommel-decorated warriors that stand before you.
Bunch of badasses.
Oh shit.
You can see that even the Lord of the Hold, who has obviously overlooked a good portion and is even occasionally writing down things here from here and there, when you can see a lawbringer brings a final ruling on one of the court cases that are held in the main yard here from the lawbringers. You can see that there is a magnificent book that is opened like one of the major majestic tomes that you've heard of in lore, probably one of Grudges or one of Resolved. You can tell that, especially for the thickness of this tome and the heavy decorations upon it, this might be the very personal grudge book of Skull's Keep.
That's a big book.
You can see, even from here, from where his lordship presides over the various lawbringer and court cases that have been brought into here, the Great Book of Grudges for Skull's Keep. You can see it's heavily decorated and inlaid with silver, gold, and various gemstones from the mines below, polished and cut to a fine finish. Even though this book is obviously highly respected and very valued between religious beliefs of the various dwarfs and the lawbringers here, you could tell that this book itself would probably be a handsome king's ransom in value alone from how much it has been decorated.
That's a pretty big book.
Basically, you could close a dwarf in it.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not that big.
No, it's not like the actual Book of Grudges that is the finalized tome, but it is Skull's Tome of Grudges.
Or spilling ink like on a page and then having it like seep through a couple of pages.
Yeah, it's basically what I was implying, that you before you even get to use your fancy book, you spill ink and you ruin all of the pages.
No, you use it after you ruin all the existing pages.
Yeah. First grudge, main grudge keeper. Grudge repaid, immediately became a slayer by oath.
God.
You ruined the book of grudges.
To replace the first page of the spilt ink, he flayed his own skin from his back before leaving.
What is one page made out of skin, Daddy?
Grudge.
Well, the grudge.
That's a grudge.
That's a grudging.
Alrighty.
I had to join them, you know.
Yeah.
We're missing one.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard it. Yeah.
Alright. So, the regiment that you would be accompanied by, I'm going to have to copy them over, would be
Come on, the boys.
a full regiment of the Shieldburgers, the Forked Beard Brotherhood. You can see there. You can see there's about a full 20 of them, as well as a full regiment of Dwarven Rangers with handguns. Which,
So
Gun
back to them
boys.
with handguns? That's cool.
Gun line.
Oh boy, I hope none of them die.
hey,
It'd be really It'd be terrible if I had to carry their guns home and use them later.
Nice.
Oh,
For the
gat.
Just so I don't bog down the map with like 50 billion people, because I figured hand waving that part
We'll
of the
just pretend they're there.
pretty much hand waving that part of the main regiment instead of having to go through 40 people for combat and bog it way the fuck down.
Yeah.
Bog it down. Bog it down. Bog it down.
If we have 40 people for combat, I'm gonna be going to bed like halfway through the first combat encounter.
So, along with yourselves, you can actually see a familiar mercenary group, one that you had run into before. If I can.
Oh, is it the dudes we saved?
It would be pretty much the remainder of their guild. So let's see if I can pull the various.
So what, like
The,
two
like, 4 out of the 20-something? Yeah, those guys!
So for the remainder of them, those who had been effectively at the base and not down with the other 23 and the head commander, there would only be another 6 of them.
That's some fine meat right there.
As for what they are holding, let me actually double check, because they are equipped with a mail coif. They each have swords and shields along with crossbows, along with mail shirt, mail coif, and full leather.
Any good loot on?
I mean, crossbows and swords are still pretty good, and shields as well if you want to lug it up there.
Find anything, but we're not going to be able to find it because they picked it up.
Well, I mean, the dwarves ain't got no problem with you guys dealing with each other. It's you, me territory.
As an aside, I mean, you saw how easily they died to the red dog. I'm getting paid in handguns. So why do you have all these fine dwarven-made handguns? Oh, you know, the entire regiment died while we were down there. You know, it's fine.
We're just bringing it back, you know, good Samaritan for my personal vault.
Hey, that isn't the way to the to their hall. Yeah, we're stopping by the bar first. We just want a drink.
Alright.
I'll drop the loot here. We're in the wildy.
No!
Bring your pea hat.
Just trying to find the proper name of these gentlemen's guild. The remainder of this one.
They're part of a gentleman's club?
Hell yeah, they're here for the ladies.
They need to fuck some rats.
No, I'm talking about the halfling and Elfrida, along with our niece.
I mean, they can come here for me and I'll take the ride with a fucking slingshot. I don't care. There we go, boys. I got a bigger dick than the lot of you put together.
Didn't you roll for size? I'm sure it's bigger.
I mean, I'm the biggest a female halfling can be.
So, aptly named, this small remaining regiment are the Bloodhand Mercenaries. But obviously their numbers have been greatly reduced due to recent squig activities.
Got shit fucked by like
That's
40.
crazy, dude.
So,
Okay.
as you were heading deeper into the lower levels, you can hear the other Bloodhand mercenaries, the remaining thugs that are there, talking about how it's going to take probably a good portion of a day to actually get down to the location that they want to scout out, as it's getting to pretty much the base level of the second floor, even deeper into Karak Azgal. You can hear a few of the other dwarfs talking as they admire the architecture passing through, and you can hear the occasional chatter of battles that have passed, and each comparing deeds as they traverse the various halls deep down into this mountain. Eventually there's a point where you enter into what seems to be almost like a much larger living area. A huge open hall where the top of the mountain had been hollowed out, as both regiments of 20 of the shield breakers and the Rangers regiment, the grudge bearers, are able to walk as a full regiment of 10 going back and forth, so their full 20 is in full force marching forward. You can see there has been huge swaths of battle in this area, and a mixture of shot as well as bodies litter this area entirely. You could tell the initial main force that had taken place in this battle had clearly happened here, as well as what you see is the, well, assumed remainders, as some of the rangers point out that is where Skulf had felled the great beast that was keeping this place. You can see that one of the major pillars that is made carved perfectly from stone, and not put into place but straight from the mountain itself, that had been crushed through, as well as various claw marks of rather magnificent size. Even judging by the size of these claw marks, you could tell that it would be even bigger than a human at full height, even at a taller side of one of the Kizilites from the north that's 6 feet. And especially from how far it dug into the stone, you're not even sure if Grummel would be able to withstand the mythical strength of the dragon that had kept this mountain originally.
Well, I'm glad that's fucking dead.
So, Ed,
Rat dragon.
Giant rat dragon.
just
Yeah,
for-
do you think there's like rat dragons?
Do not tempt the dark gods. They are listening.
It's like a Family Guy when all the dudes in the village act together to make the giant mech.
Are they always listening?
Yes,
You'll
Yes.
never know.
always listening.
AKA the DM.
The DM is every dark god.
Good shit, right? Yeah.
all five.
The rat dragon. Write that down. Write that down.
That's good shit!
Rat dragon. TM. Do not steal.
So, on one of the final points, as you reach what seems like a magnificent staircase, highly decorated, moving all the way down, is a heavy dwarven Art Deco style. Each one a very distinct kind of square definition, but also covered in beautiful filigree going all the way down. Some pieces that seem to be covered with remnants of silver or other more decorative material that they have been able to carve straight from the mountain here, as well as other various locations that you could see that remaining gemstone or speckles have been left in the wall just purely on the, well, lesser value of pulling them free from it, but also just to give more grandeur to this main staircase that heads further into the Dwarven city. As you see the various shield breakers of the Forkbeard, as well as the grudge regiment as they post up, you can see a few come over and kind of point out, well, if you got a tent, set it up. You want to make sure that you have a few people on watch in the perimeter. Even down here, there's still a chance at some unnatural thing coming up to try and creep up on us. Shield breakers will be watching the main stairs, making sure nothing comes up from the depths.
We're sleeping down here.
You afraid of the dark?
I didn't know we'd signed up to get paid 5 gold for more than a day's work.
You'd be getting 5 for every day.
Fuck me.
Didn't realize it was this far away.
Welcome to the depths. You got a better chance of
Thanks.
finding something of value for your life here.
Thanks, Aid.
Starts wandering back to his regiment. You can see the other bloodhands are kind of paranoid. They have pretty much their attempted a setup of a tent kind of strapped up towards one of the pillars nearby. You can see quite a few of the dwarfs are even setting up what seems to be the remainder of either bodies, rubble, or other various supplies that have been stashed up down here. Just setting up various barricades, and even setting up barricades at the top of the stairs just to be sure that if anything were to come up, that would be immediately slowed down at the top step. Even being at the furthest depths here is extraordinarily eerie. You would assume it to be more silent, but especially with this kind of grand promenade going over this massive area of tunnelway, almost every sound seems kind of amplified and echoes through the tunnels itself, between the occasional drops of water to even just the clatter of a rat just clambering over stone and causing a few pieces to fall down, which you can even see the dwarfs themselves are very vigilant, making sure to watch every single direction best they could, as well as setting up lanterns to make sure that the perimeter is well lit for the time being. You are most definitely still within the perimeter, but obviously you can tell that they expect you to be able to hold your own section of the perimeter if need be at this point, as well as you can see various bloodhands are sitting there rather grumpy looking and still kind of down after the heavy loss of their regiment down in the lower caves with these squigs and retreating back. But even they seem probably to be the most jumpy of all at this point, after the various stories and the other 3 that had survived before retreating. You can see a few of them that kind of just nod to you, but keep to their own tent for the time being, continuing passing around a bottle of what seems to be fine spirits between each other, and just kind of reminiscing on the stories.
Think about when they went.
And if anyone's interested, you can roll me a perception check to see if you can hear which camp is kind of chittering the most. All right.
Plus anything, or just base?
Yeah.
Just base, because
Base.
Wow, 2 of us got pretty close.
Everyone's sound. Guess I have to try.
Time for sleep.
because it is sound. Well, if anyone does have a Q hearing,
Hooray!
Somebody succeeded.
so just do. With that, Theo, you do hear between the various thugs talking about the massive squig. You can hear them discussing that they're glad to be far away from the area that they had originally encountered this monstrous squig. And even the description of it was basically one of the hands, you assume he's exaggerating, is that this squig was probably like the size of 6 cows combined, just from the girth alone from this monster, and it moved just as fast as a hunting dog. Six moves.
When you have no good unit of measurement, it was about 6 cows big.
Hey man, farmers, go to the mercenary.
As tall as 24 cheeseburgers.
25 cheeseburgers and 1 shotgun.
As wide as 3 mobility scooters.
35 crippled legs from 25 kids' meals. As for the dwarfs themselves, you can hear them sitting there discussing matters of how they want to approach, and that the main bottleneck that they would be assailing is a tight tunnel. If they can possibly drag the Raki out of their main nest, that they might have a better chance. Also, the fact that some of the rangers that were originally down here with the other previous scouting regiment had noticed that they have possibly 3 Rakagri, as well as what seems to be a fouled magic seer, as far as they could tell. That was patrolling with one of them. But
Fucking Rakagri.
So anyways, what's a Rakagri?
Are you asking us?
This is an in-character question because I don't know what the fuck a Rakagri is. It's 10.
I don't know as Johan or Luke.
does anyone know Kazilid or / Dwarven?
No.
I get to learn Dwarven when I become an engineer, but not now. Rakagri. Now. Something that fucking kills you.
Nah.
I mean, I can mimic. Look. I mean, Josh, I can mimic it.
That's true.
Mimic.
Mm-hmm.
You just replicate the words really
Yeah.
well.
Just goes over to
the native of that land.
just go over to Eva, and then she just turns around in a very deep dwarven voice. Rakogri. What?
Rakagri. He just like.
Yes, what does that mean? Oh,
I don't fucking know.
I can say it though.
Only, but when I speak the native Latin or native tongue of that land, I assume something about them. So when I'm speaking Dwarven, I get a giant fuck off beard.
It's just.
Like that. It's only while I'm using their language though. Like the second I stop using Dwarven, it just vanishes again.
Yeah, the beard is just gone.
Yep.
Be gone, beard.
That's fucking weed.
Says you, wizard. Says you.
Yes, I'm a wizard, and that's weed.
Mm.
And I'm a wizard, Harry. And you're a hairy wizard.
Well, Luke, out of character, Rakogri is a rat ogre,
Ugh.
and there are 3 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I said no.
Luke, the rat ogres don't mean shit compared to the Grey Seer.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's not a Gracia down here, right?
Well, that's what he just said. There's a magic user.
Ah.
Rask.
No, it's fine. We'll just risk Fury with the rifle.
Keeps getting burnt. Stop telling me
just-
these things.
Kill him in one hit.
Just fucking rig the Rask. Josh, what's the Dwarven word for Grey Seal? Don't say Umga.
Rask.
For that, I'm not entirely sure.
Let's go. We'll search it.
You might find it on Google search.
Probably whatever the dwarven word for grey is combined with Raki.
Ray rat.
Grey rat
Goblin.
from Dark Souls 3.
What do they call the black furs in Dwarvish?
Dwarvish and pretty. They're just racky black furs.
Racky black fur.
Black
Raki-san!
Apparently it's this.
The board trick.
Grey Bort.
Borg.
Yeah, oddly enough, on this wiki article of dwarven phrases from Warhammer, there's no mention of the word grey. Or seer.
Dwarven lingo. Grey Botrick. So. Obviously, that seems to be the main focal point of discussing plans of how to draw them out of the nest, probably aggravating them, or even using some of the bombs that they have taken with them, black powder, and possibly blowing up one of the main doors they use as a hold. Be able to force them out of their nest that way. But with that, obviously, the rest start posting up as you can hear the sounds getting a little more strange. You can see them start piping down and keeping eyes out for the time. So, would anyone keep watch?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. I want at least one of us to keep watch. I'll take the first one.
I'll go after you.
And you're gonna need 4, 2 hours each.
For that, it's however you want to split it up. I would definitely recommend 4 so people can actually get proper sleep. So there's no detriments.
I volunteer 3rd.
4.
Alright.
4. 3, 4.
Can't believe nobody else wants to be the fourth.
Bill said he will. I did.
Good on him.
Alrighty.
Good on ya.
So, on the first one, as you do hear the various sounds in the distance, you can hear the clattering stone. Go ahead and roll me perception for the first watch shift. You can see even some of the blood hands try and get rest as best as they can, but a lot of them seem to be light sleepers, just in case, and seem to not even take off their leather armor. They do take off their chainmail, but that would be the most, just so they can get comfortable, but they keep their swords and shields next to them. You can even see one keeps his sword out all night and basically in his grip as he sleeps.
We get our fate points back when we rest anyway, so I might as well fate point those. You know?
It is true.
See? There you go. So I succeeded.
Right.
Hopefully I see nothing. That's the way I like it.
See everything.
Alright. Post up the thug. There. So, on the first path, on the watch for the night, Tin, you especially being used to the shadows, being a miner, you know that a lot of it likes to play tricks on your eyes, especially with the lanterns that dances along when people occasionally move around. You also make sure to refill the lantern oil properly before continuing your bout, just to make sure that the perimeter that you're watching is well protected. You can see the other one of the blood hands has been a little wary, but he seems just more tired from the travel and kind of slacks off a little bit, but doesn't seem like too much is going on noise and sight wise as far as you can tell. But other than that, there are the occasional sounds of scattering stones. You assume those to be just the larger rats that you've run into before.
World's most dangerous environment. A pit.
And then for second watch,
Eve. Up and at him.
Tell you what.
It's been, I think, 2 hours. It's kind of dark in here.
My turn to stare at a wall.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Make sure to keep an eye on the lantern. I guess they'll try to sleep some.
alright. Go ahead and roll your perception. As you can see, the other bloodhound is trying to keep watch, but especially.
I'm pointing that.
Alright.
I'll fate that one as well. Yes!
Hey!
Alrighty. You can tell, especially for the bloodhound, they're trying to keep watch, but especially this far down in Karak Azgal, the darkness feels like it's all consuming for this point, as the main torches for the hall have not been lit. Obviously, since this place has not been fully retaken. Perfect. Obviously. As they're keeping watch, you can see he kind of fidgets and gets a little nervous looking out into the darkness, but occasionally will slowly pace back and forth just to try and keep his mind off of things as everyone else is starting to fall asleep. You can see a few have relaxed for the bloodhounds. You can see the dwarfs. Some are, obviously those who are not on watch, are sound asleep, peaceful as ever. And then the others that are on watch are probably the most vigilant you've ever seen any person ever be. They seem to check out almost every single shadow at the time. There's a point where you can see there's 3 of the dwarfs that seem to gather up on one of the sides, and they're pointing out into the distance towards the southern area of this main hall. And you can see a great amount of concern. It seems to be building up in tension, though they don't seem to immediately try and draw their company's attention full wild. You can see that they start waking up a few more people than was originally on their patrol. Just kind of getting their regiment of 20 and 20 ready. You get the feeling that something might be encroaching. And once you are steadying out in that direction, you start to see shadows moving as well.
Or rats. Or rats.
I turn around and kick a boy away. Get up! Something's moving.
Did you have to kick?
Yeah. Get up. Something is moving. Wake the others.
Okay. Wakey, wakey.
Why are you kicking us?
And
Get up!
Oh, stop!
Get up! Dwarves are freaking out with something. Get ready.
Alright.
so the most magical dream.
How am I get?
You and I.
Come on.
Except you.
Who are you? You're scruffy.
Strips.
Dude.
Mail.
Mail order brides.
Ew.
I'm gonna stretch this map hardcore.
Stretch my map, Daddy.
If you don't know, not saying that is free.
So is saying it.
You all thought it.
Daddy.
Oh no.
By doors being in the right
Oh
spot.
no!
It,
The doors!
it's been
Room's-
stretched. The door.
The room's become
Oh,
bigger.
it's not stretched.
Oh, the door.
And then we'll leave this man over here in the fountain because they will be handling their own stuff.
Okay.
Because it saves me from having to do.
I'm gonna run over to the fucking, like, the mercenary dudes who are doing. I'm gonna be like, oi! Wake the fuck up! The dwarves have seen something.
Quick, hide in the bowl.
That's what I was gonna do.
Oh!
Oh,
Sure.
ball gang, ball gang.
I don't think that's going to work.
Most of us will fit.
I was legitimately gonna stand in that because it has good vision of everywhere.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
In which these 4 pillars would be here. So these would block out vision.
Only the corners of the room.
That's true.
What direction are we getting spooked by?
All directions.
All 2 of them.
This way. All directions.
Because the other 2 are
And also
basically guarded by the grudge rakers and shield breakers.
There's also a strange hole over here that just goes into a black void. You can't enter it.
The no-go.
An infinite number of fodder will pour out, but you can ignore them for the most part. They're just temp health.
I think I'm more scared of these. These fucking things in the hallways are really spooking me, dude.
I know, right? Those hovering
tiny
doors.
door.
The weird hovering doors. Like, I understand it's dwarven architecture, but what the fuck?
They're made of
Simply just-
mahogany.
They liked adding doors to the middle of hallways.
Mahogany
Mahogany
doors.
Connected to anything.
Mahogany doors.
Mahogany doors.
Mahogany doors. Mahogany doors.
Mahogany doors.
Mahogany doors.
Mahogany doors.
We've got wall doors now. Mahogany doors.
They're everywhere. They're in your ass, Morgan.
And you can't see those ones. They're within the stone.
What is their purpose? What is your purpose? You're a door. Oh. In a rock. Oh,
No!
It's like that door in fucking Dark Souls 2. You open it, it's just a rock. It goes nowhere.
It's just a door in the sky.
Yeah, all
Just a
that.
door in the sky.
Yeah, the Dark Souls 2 door that has the skeleton behind it. Not even an item, it's just a dude in a wall.
Alrighty. So, at this point, as you can see the shadows encroaching, you start hearing the chitters and sneers of something encroaching very quickly. At that point, you can see that the dwarves are all awake. They're positioned up with their various handguns. The shield breakers covering at the front in case anything were to break through the main barricades. From the amount of noise that you heard originally, it is very quick. The more stones start to scatter, and then you start to see what seems like the occasional flash of an eye getting reflected by the light, before finally there is an absolute silence over the entire hall. You can see that the dwarves themselves are completely still at this point and just staring out into the darkness.
From the darkness.
Oh no. It's the horny rats.
It's the horny rat.
Holy rat.
Get the bonking sticks.
Endless horny rats.
Oh god. And endless.
Cannot be satisfied.
They become
Oh,
horny
no.
quickly down.
Oh no.
Which, at that point, you start to hear them charging forth from the darkness, as you can hear various dwarfs calling out to fire out, and you could see in the brief flash what seems to be huge swaths of rats now pouring in from every direction.
We should not
It's
have
a
put that in.
horde. Oh.
Oh, it's big. Are they
Ah, yes.
bad racky?
You do see what seems to be a few of the larger clan rats at the back, banging their shields and forcing these huge waves of giant rats to start barreling towards you. So, that's it.
Oh, no.
I need everybody to throw down their initiative, because this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Standard 10 initiative.
I need your fucking initiative.
Let's see. I'll split these boys up into regiments here.
I like, Rossi, that your natural 1 is as good as my 6.
I go last.
Could have seen that.
Would be even. My natural 1 would be even better if I wasn't wearing mail.
That's true. Gotta get that dex. That agility. It's endless.
Don't worry.
chance.
The only dice I'll roll low on.
Timer on those that mark them as the initiative counters. As we're going to have a very large amount of boys coming in. Rakiza! What?
What the hell is that down south?
It's an interesting looking Raki.
Man, what is that?
It's the leader of the pack.
Can we get a zoomed in view of that, Josh?
Sure.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
That is a boy.
You're a rat man.
Is that a fucking...
He's wearing a screaming bell. Removed.
We're mooned, boys. We're mooned!
Bong. Bong. Alrighty.
That motherfucker's gonna cast warp lightning and kill every fucking thing here.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that's just
I want to cast Warp Lightning.
Well,
Warlord at
I
best.
think you do!
Alright, get those guys down on the niche. And then one. And then make sure I get the thugs on there. I'll do him as the initiative counter. Excellent.
Excellent. 31.
Bloody shit.
Alright. Theo, you can see a huge swath of rats are already pouring down in the main entryways. The few rats behind them seem to be ushering them in more quickly towards your direction.
Do you have any AoE, like a line shot?
Tim does. Yeah, I think I'll shoot the big one. With big gun.
Alright. Fire away.
With full aim as well.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'll definitely hit. Alrighty. 13 to his left. Alright. So the heavy shot as he's kind of seems to be ushering these rats towards you. Just, you see a huge blood spurt and just sneers in your direction as he continues to drag himself forward. It seems to be kind of shaken for a moment, but will still pursue in the direction all of you. Eva.
Well, he's just inside my range, so I'm gonna aim and shoot my sling at him.
Fuck him up.
Please. I hope so.
I'll definitely hit. Alrighty. Connects right with his arm there. You get another shot, seemingly slowing him down quite significantly at this point from the initial build-up that he was going towards. But still seems to be insistently driving these rats in your direction. Alrighty. The rat regime. By Sigma. A rat man.
Oh shit. A rat.
So these rats, charging down the main hall, come crashing into the thugs. Which 5 attacks on them. Oh shit! Alrighty, so 1, 2, 3 on those boys. And then they're gonna try.
We have improved the guard.
Alright, only one of those will get through on those boys. Alright, so only one of the guards there from the Bloodhand get fucking nibbled on a little bit, but not too badly. As it is his right leg, but it could have been a lot worse. Anis.
I guess I stand. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if I just use my sling.
Would just be half action aim and then thrown, but then you wouldn't have a weapon out at current circumstance, but at the same time you can always switch back to that and you'd still have your dodge.
I've got my quick draw, so I don't
take action when I swap weapons?
Yes, you could just do that for free then. So you would be able to swap, aim, and shoot.
Yep. Is that... What's the modifier on that?
It would be +10. And are you shooting at the boy in the back?
Yeah, the boy at the back.
Alright.
Never mind.
Unfortunate. Oh, the rock goes flying by.
On top of me.
Alrighty. Fucking rat, boys!
That's a lot of fucking rats.
They're coming in.
Oh shit! A rat!
A rat!
Alright, so.
By Sigma.
100 rat men.
So, one's going at 10.
That's fuck 10.
Missed that.
Or
2 on our niece.
Not our niece. No!
And 3 Elfrida.
Oof.
And they all miss. Glorious.
Pog's in the chat.
Hogs in the chat.
Like that.
Yeah, Pog.
These rats aren't going to be able to charge. Oh, let's see. Double check their movement speed.
Him with the snake Pog. I hate it.
Yeah, they just got a double move. Just slightly fill in there.
Fuck around the dwarves.
They're fighting their
Find
own.
the other half of the rats.
They're having a
We
sit.
can't see.
Pushing in. This boy could continue pushing these rats forward.
You're not used to it.
Double move.
Why you gotta whack them?
And then this guy at the very far back. Even though he seems to be hit by the various things, the bullets and the rocks have managed to fucking land perfectly into his body at the opening, the blood trickling down his body. You could see that he starts basically working himself up into what looks like a psychotic frenzy, and you can see the foam starting to build up in his mouth at that point where you can hear the bells jingling and just, as he starts barreling down the main tunnelway at you. But he will be there, getting that ready. And then this guy is same thing, moving up, pushing these rats closer. Free.
Kill him, Mom. Kill him. Smack the rat.
Yeah, I guess I'll just smack one.
Give him the mantle of the rat smacker. Smack those rats.
Just aim and attack. Considered the rats.
Don't like that there's a berserker down here. Yeah!
Alrighty.
That's Pog right there. The rat.
The
Just
rat
flexing up its
reposes.
teeth.
Which one are you striking?
The one on my right. I'm trying to stop them from circling around behind me.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage. They are just giant rats.
Yes.
Just
Just a lot.
Just giant.
Just a lot. Giants.
Mini rat eye.
These ones don't have warpstone in them, do they?
No.
They could.
They're clean rat.
As
They've been
as a
clean
rat
for
can
3
be.
months.
These ones don't juice.
one right.
Alright. That one is heavily wounded.
Help these rats out. Jesus, more than 8. More than 8.
10.
Well, you know what I thirst for right now, and you can see it right in front of me. It's called a blunderbuss shot. And it goes far enough to be able to hit this man in the back.
Seriously?
It goes 32 yards.
Yes!
What the fuck?
I don't know if Josh will say that the shrapnel can actually go that far, but that is the range in the book for some reason.
I would allow it.
So, shit.
Okay. Alright, well, these rats, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the normal, 10 of the shit rats, and then this guy in the back will need to make a minus 10% agility test. Well, actually, first let me shoot the gun to make sure I don't make it
Detonate
explode.
yourself.
Oh.
Mm,
I think I checked the blunderbuss, I don't remember.
pretty sure that's a failure, sir.
Fate that.
Yeah, I know,
Fate
I
it
will.
worked.
I'm just checking. Let's see, equipment, weaponry. I should have this recorded on there, honestly.
If it's unreliable, it's 96 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll fate point it. That's what we have fate points for.
Exactly.
Shoot a gun. See, it's fine.
Hey!
There we go.
It just has to not jam. This gun doesn't really roll the hit.
Alrighty, and then minus 10 agility, you said?
Yes.
Minus 10. Alrighty. The plague monk at the back drops before he gets anywhere near you, thankfully.
Oh, he just
Yeah,
dies.
so bad.
Well, he got fucking annihilated by 2 shots earlier.
It's
Good.
focused him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Just said it can't Oryx Fury, but it's still max damage.
That is still a fucking juicy amount of damage.
The blender gun.
This is the best 70 gold crowns I've ever spent.
You'll need it. There we are. So 1, 2, 3 success. So for the blue boys, I'll just move him into the wall temporarily.
He is evaporating. Killing spree.
There we are. And then those boys managed to make it on those few. As you fucking shred a huge wave of rats that have come rolling up on you.
Monster.
Excellent play. And then we bounce over.
I guess I'll put the blunderbuss away in preparation to pull out my pickaxe next turn with the rest of my turn.
Alright. That is a fucking really good play. Then Johan's favorite time. I could feel him working.
Yes, pull out the firebomb. I liked it.
Look at all these kills, especially
I
these.
know.
Oh no!
It's alright. Fate point.
Oh, this is how we die.
Second fate point. Hooray!
There you go. And where are you planting that? Because that was 10 yards out, right?
It's gonna be there.
So here,
It's 6 yards out.
6 yards, perfectly.
So all of them.
You couldn't get the lighter lit. That's what it was.
I lit it and then I fumbled with it for a full like 4 seconds and then I threw it.
You fucking just
And then
lifted it up and it like slipped a little bit, like no, 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 no.
You burned your finger slightly and you went to drop it. Wait, no.
Oh my god, I was muted. Did you just fight your insane like 3 times?
Yep.
Alrighty. So go ahead and roll the fucking damage on that. So 1, 2, 3.
Do some minimum damage.
Fire rats.
That's okay, they're on fire. Probably.
16 checks. Alrighty, out of the giant rat agility check. 1 success, 2 success, 3 success, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 16 are fine.
Damn.
Which I could definitely count 7 are just automatically fucking deleted because there's no way they're gonna make their willpower check.
Good job, wizard.
And what about the black furs?
You can't call them that. You know me?
Well, those are
sorry,
just clan
yeah.
rats.
The Gladraki.
I'm about to make their check.
Well, we haven't seen any of those,
I don't
Thankfully.
want to meet a black bird.
and I'm happier for it.
I'm happy that plague monk is fucking dead.
Yeah, he just went into a frenzy too.
The second you were like, you saw frothing at the mouth, I was like, kill that fucking thing!
Get it away from me! 5 miles at least! Alright, one made it, the other one is now
Oh,
on
sorry,
fire
I didn't
stricken.
come up and hit them.
Alright, acceptable.
Alright.
Not the best firebomb.
Still 7 out of fucking 16 is a nice fucking number. For a very,
Just take one of us together.
very high agility fucking creatures as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna link something in the games room that I just reminded myself of.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Double barrel knock volley gun.
Oh god. Alright, and then these boys. Pushing forward.
More barrels. More.
Come on, thugs.
6.
Y'all suck.
Alright, so 3 of those are definitely going to fucking hit. Which they are able to finish off those 3. Which will get rid of the orange regiment.
Defeated.
You mean the Grey Clan?
The tangerine
Can
clan.
we use,
Yes, sir.
can you use quick draw multiple times in one round?
Yes, you can, because it counts as a free action.
Alright.
So,
Well, I'll pistol blast this boy. No aim.
Alrighty.
So minus.
Yep, minus 20.
Minus 20. Yikes.
Fuzzy, you better watch the back of your head.
Alright. Well, it's not 3 degrees, so that one hit.
Alright.
Up for you.
Quick switch to my sling. Try again. Yikes.
Thankfully, still not 3 degrees. Alrighty. Eva.
I'm gonna aim for the these boys
Alrighty.
with the sling.
The one that's on fire, you wouldn't get a minus 10 because he's running around freaking out on fire. The one that isn't has a shield on him, so you would have a minus 10, so they would turn it to normal.
So we'll go for that one.
Alright.
For the fireball.
Finish him off.
Fuck you, you son of a bitch.
Oh! Roll that fucking damage because he's on fire. Alrighty. Double check the Clanrat's head armor. He's still kicking, but barely. You can tell that the fire's probably going to finish him off after that.
That was mine.
Arnis.
Hey, I'm gonna swing at the one in front of me. Is that? Yeah, I'll quick attack. Is that? What's the modifier on that?
It would still be flat because there's no gang up with somebody here.
Yeah, you have to consider how many boys each side's packing within range. You guys are basically evenly matched.
That definitely is gonna hit. Oh, and roll damage. Oh my god, you fucking decimate. You can roll to confirm it if you like, just to see how much you stack on to this poor fucking rat's life. Oh, you need to type in 50.
We just said that was a fail, or?
No, you gotta type in 50 for the... I'll let you re-roll it since you forgot to type in the 50 mark. Because when it asks for the target number, you want to put in the amount that was the original target number, so that would be a 50 for the all-work Fury. Holy shit.
Yeah, boy.
So there's this point where the Kleinrat's coming up and Arnis just right in the middle of the body and just chops this fucker clean in half and just sends it flying back.
Now you get to swing again.
And I move to my left, and I swing again.
Fuck him up.
Missed that one because I was too busy focusing on whooping that guy's ass.
You fucking destroyed that rent, dude. Jesus Christ.
I send the rest of them a message.
They look visibly scared after you bisect the rat. Alright. The blue boys are coming in.
Rat. A rat.
We're rats. It's gotta be 2 on Arnis and then 3 on Alfreda. So, the giblet nibbles on Arnis. Should be one will hit you in the left leg if you want to dodge.
Sure.
Or, no, sorry, that would be for Arnis, for the first 2.
Never mind.
Would you like the fortunate?
Sure.
Roll it up. Oh.
Oh.
Do you have any fortunes left that you would like to use since you're resting?
Anything to glad you get bitten today.
I haven't done it yet. I've done that one.
So go ahead and use it. There you
Hey.
go.
Still in the nines, baby.
Hallelujah.
I got one left.
I have none. I used them all to see the rats coming.
And then these other rats trying to giblet nibble fucking Frida. All fail. Alright. Green boys coming in on the fucking thug regiment. Alrighty. 4 and the last 2 would be at a +10. And then the thug lives are gonna try and parry those. 2 successful. Actually 3. So plus 3. There we go. Doesn't even get through. Then the red rats. Well, they're just gonna start packing it in. One's gonna wiggle his way in for 10. Because basically, you guys are surrounded barricade-wise.
I'm happy he came all the way in here because I was worried I was going to have to waste my entire turn going out there.
But he will all-out attack because he's desperate for nibbles.
Didn't he move?
Or no, you're right. You're right. So he would only have flat. He'll miss horribly.
See, I've been using all-out attack. I know how it works.
That's true.
I am very familiar with the.
This guy is gonna charge that thug.
This is a bad time to bring up my smooth balls.
No. Now's the perfect time.
Well, actually, no, that'd be +1, 20. They're getting up. And miss horrible. This guy, willpower to see if he can even attempt to put himself out. No, roll that damage for fire, Johan.
Huzzah!
Johan! Max.
That's still enough to kill him. As he falls down, burning on the spot, the fur and everything else smells rather fucking awful. Mix of shit and piss just wafting through the air from his burning corpse. Alfreda.
Well, guess I better finish this guy on my right.
Smack that rat.
Aim and attack.
Woo!
Smack that rat.
Smack.
Oh, that's definitely a finisher. Roll that damage. Oh.
Oh my god.
I told you it's definitely a finisher. Go ahead and roll it.
For the sake of it. Oh, I did it on the wrong thing again.
Weak.
Just do Ulrich Fury at 100.
Yeah. It's not much extra.
Still, just crushing the head right into the fucking marble pool.
You just use the flat of the blade to just fucking whap that rat.
Eat that dirt.
Whap. Whap.
And then the Tin Man.
Tin the Tool Man Taylor. He's
What
gonna
ass
half
rat.
action draw the pickaxe, and I'm gonna smash this red rat.
Smack that rat.
Ah!
Bet you have 99 mine.
Did you add an extra 10 to that? Because that would be gang up.
No, I didn't.
Alright, so that would hit.
So,
Roll damage.
Yay! Smack that rat.
Another juicy 9 damage.
the rat is not dead.
He's not looking good though. He's limping and quivering.
Smack him.
I am.
Johan.
I will do a magic dart on the one remaining big rat.
Oh. Now we don't get the fucking dog.
Yeah, now it's gonna fail.
Oh! Great success!
Well, teacher just takes 9 damage.
Fucking 9 damage to his fucking stanky leg.
Stanky leg.
Another heavy impact of magic. You can see a lot of the Bloodhand mercenaries are rather fucking surprised between an incendiary flying over their head and burning away a good portion of rats, the fucking rocks, the magic dart and everything. They're liking this fucking gang up.
Yeah, we're fighting 1.5 fronts.
Not you, we're yelling at the shitheads.
Miss.
Yeah, miss.
That's a lot of miss.
It's a whole lot of...
These guys fucking died. They stink. Can we just watch these mercenaries get chewed up?
Oh no, they're dying.
Oh
Look at all the
no!
That are being dropped.
Just imagine when they die. Pops up like a Minecraft. That's what.
Yeah.
Theo.
I'll do an aim and shoot with my sling against the red on the right. From next to Creed. So,
Hit him in the mouth.
Trying to kiss it.
Hit him in the rat mouth.
Trying to kiss it.
69.
That's gonna kill something.
The sexy
Nice.
number.
Nice.
That's sick.
That's the sex number, die.
No!
Die!
Would you like to fortune that, Theo?
no, thank you.
Okay. And Eva.
I hit this man. I don't want to move. This
Which
big
man?
man.
That
This
big man? You can. It would be a -30 because he does have a shield and he is in combat.
The only thing in the way is the mercenaries.
Alright, so that would turn with an aim to just -20.
-20 it is, baby.
Alright, go ahead and roll another attack.
Attack or damage?
Another attack just to see if it hits the mercenary.
At -20?
Nope, just flat.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, roll
Give me
damage.
that damage.
Alright,
Yes.
just boom, in the back of his chainmail. Just doesn't even notice it, like they're so caught up in the damn fucking fight.
Oh,
I'll walk
whoops.
by later and just pluck the fucking rock out of his chainmail. Sorry about that. I'm real sorry.
Thankfully it wasn't another fucking Ulrich's god shot from your fucking arm cannon.
Right through his spine.
Ah! So
Well, nothing of value has been lost.
I'm gonna switch to attack this rat.
fuck him up.
With the rope.
Is that flat?
Yes sir. Flat. That definitely hits. Roll damage. Chopping his little legs off.
Little legs. Not his legs.
Alright, so you clip that rat as he kind of scampers on back for a moment. Still alive, but he's bleeding bad.
Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again. Hit him in the dick.
Alright,
Twist his dick.
roll damage.
Yeah, twist his dick.
Give him the old dick twist.
Yeah! That's all come from the ball.
To fucking pursuing that fucking rat, especially as it's fucking clearly wounded, you just fucking run right up from the other side, just cut both legs off from the front, just squirms for a moment and bleeds out.
Twist his dick.
Why are you fucking twisting dicks, man? Alrighty. Blue rats. They're getting desperate. They're gonna all out.
I like that there's still one blue rat in the fucking house.
That's just the initiative tracker.
Okay.
He's not real.
He's not a real
Yeah.
rat.
He already previously died.
Ghost rat.
God, shotgun. Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Alright, 2 desperate all-outs on Elfrida. Which one will hit your arm? It's always the arm.
It's always the arm. Is it the same arm?
It's your right arm. Yeah.
Nate, you just need to lose the arm, I think.
I think it was my left last time.
Might have been. It's been a while. So, would you like to dodge? Or do you?
I just have to go to the
There.
button.
Oh, hell yeah! So that definitely doesn't hit.
Yeah.
And then the
You did it, Nate!
all-out attack out on miss. Which will definitely miss. Alright, and then
Wait.
the Green Day at the upper right corner. The all-out fucking attack squad. They're gonna try and fuck on these mercenaries.
Kill them mercs! Kill the mercs! Come on, rats. I believe in you.
And then I believe I need one more. Alrighty. So,
These dog shit mercenary.
so that will hit 2 of them. They can try to parry them. These poor motherfuckers. One will parry, the other one will get nibbled.
Nibble his giblets!
For... let's see, where was that? The right arm.
All of his health.
Right arm... 1 damage. And then giant rat chain. One red boy packing it in. One all out, or well, actually no. Yeah, no, because that would be a normal attack on our knees there, which would be plus 10 because of the stack up, and that will miss. And then the other one that's still next to Tin will do his all-out attack, trying to get them giblets, and miss horribly. The other clan rat is gonna aim and stab with his spear at the fucking other mercenary and hit him in the right arm. He already parried. I need to double check. I think these guys do have dodge blow train. Yep, as they are the bloodhead. And he will actually dodge. Actually, no, incorrect, because that's a spear. So he fails that, because that's a -10 for the pass property. So that rat is actually going to still hit him.
Oh man.
Get stabbed, you shitter!
And that would be his right arm.
Ulrich the damage.
For total 7.
Oh,
Elfrida.
Well, I am gonna attack the one below me.
Smack that rat.
Smack that rat.
Smack.
Smack that rat.
Smack that rat.
I failed to smack that rat.
That rat. That's a negative on the smack. Ulrich the rat smack.
Rat smacker.
Bow bow.
Teeth.
I'm gonna half action enter a parrying stance to preserve my own life, and then I'll smack this rat.
Smack that rat.
Fuck him up. Don't forget your +10. Ooh.
Didn't
Fuck.
need it, baby.
Crush that
Alright,
rat.
plus 10. Goodbye, rat.
He is no longer
Squish.
in this world.
Farewell.
And
Destroy.
Alright.
Alright. Johan.
I'm doing the exact same thing as before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck him up.
Smack that rat.
Pew.
Yeah.
Ah! With that, blow his fucking arm off as it drops the spear to the ground, screeching. Twitches for a moment, gurgling blood.
I blow my smoking fingers.
It's high noon.
And then the thugs. Those good old bloodhand mercenaries.
Yeah. Yeah, all thugs are shitters. Come on, you shitters.
Can they do it? Can they kill an equal amount of rats?
No. No, they
Not even, bro.
No. No.
Not even with a fucking aim can they compare to the amount of bullshittery that you guys have pulled out of your fucking pockets today.
Oh, they roll.
Uh,
These guys fucking stink.
They're good at surviving. That's about it. The best thing that they have provided today was a meat barricade for the rest of you.
yeah, I'm very glad those rats didn't run up into my face.
I'm gonna smack for these rats. Theo said he's gonna sling because he's not here right now.
Alright.
He slinged a rat.
Sling that rat.
Sling that rat. Sling that rat.
No, no rat sling.
Alright. And then Eva.
I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna sling that rat.
Sling that rat.
Thinking this one. Up the top. This one right here.
Alright.
He looks like a good sling. He looks like he needs a good slinging. Alright, aim and shoot, so we're only minus 20.
No, you're only minus 10, because this is a normal rat. It doesn't have a shield.
August! Even better! What?
Hey!
Rock, you son of a bitch!
Oh! Roll that Ulrich with a 35 if you want. Just stack on the damage for good shit.
Fuck you, you little cunt! Eat a dick! Oh.
Still, that fucking rock flies between both of these guys' legs and just right into the fucking side of this rat. Just falls down twitching and squirming.
See that, you little shits? That's how you kill a rat. Fucking idiot.
Underneath.
Well, I too am gonna sling it right now.
Sling it with a rat.
Oh. Pick up the rat by the tail and just start whacking rats.
Oh! Roll that damage. And fucking just one slice, just fucking chop that fucking rat down. The pile.
Again! Aww.
That's
Still.
Gotta get
That's-
that double.
yeah, that's still solid. You got bigger. You guys have a bigger body count by fucking far than all the fucking blood hands.
Bloodhands stink!
I think
Yeah,
they've killed
stinky boys.
5 rats.
At
We're out
most.
here slaying, yo.
Just
Fuck.
firebomb things.
Just
Yeah.
bomb.
just firebomb days. Yeet. Alrighty. The all-out attack, and I'll read it again, dude. Oh no! Two successful body shots.
Well, I'll attempt to dodge one.
For the dodge.
I do not.
Trying to bite your nips.
They want them nips.
Hit me with your best shot.
Nip giblets. Oh my.
Mummy Milky.
They definitely went for the nips because they both did 12 damage each to your bunny.
Oh.
Nice.
Are you okay?
I mean, that was less than half my health.
What the fuck?
Heavy armor.
I have plate armor on my body.
Jesus. I'd
9
be dead.
damage of function.
Decent.
I took 6 damage.
They would have gone through my nips and into my lungs.
They would have eaten straight into your Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Ah! Alright, and then at 10 and underneath, both women. They had to shuffle on over. And then, oh, I forgot the other 4 rats that are gonna try and end some mercenary lives over here on the right.
Goodbye, mercenaries. I'd say it was nice knowing you, but I'd be lying.
I'd be lying. Okay. That boy will try to parry and dodge. Parry the first one. Dodge the second one. Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet. I told you, man. They're not good at damage, but they're an excellent fucking meat wall.
On a 2. Fuck it. I'm just gonna punch the one below me. Weapons are gay.
Fuck him up.
I cast aim and fist.
Punch that rat. Fuck it.
Roll damage. Thankfully,
Twist.
oh no!
Smack.
Whap! Punch a rat in the face.
That thing was pissed.
Overconfidence. 10.
Half action parrying stance, other half action murder.
Murder stance.
No.
No.
Johan.
Oh boy. Which side do I help?
Fuck the mercenaries.
Shoot him in the back? Got it.
No. Shoot the rat that's to the right of Alfredo.
Oh shit.
I,
Oh rat.
I can do that.
There you can answer the mercenaries.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
Whiff. No whiff.
The one directly below her to the right.
That one.
Alright. Another one. Destroyed as you sink another heavy dart of magic into its chest. And its crack of ribs as it bleeds out.
Right, mercenaries. Prove your worth.
4 rats there, and 6 of you.
6 of you. There's no way you fucked this up.
Watch me.
You underestimate my power.
Got most of my
Don't
pretty
you dare jinx them like that.
Nat ones, baby. Across the board.
What are you talking about? That one would be good.
Oh.
We got
Hey!
Are they getting gang up bonus?
Oh yeah, they are.
the last one.
This is with their gang up bonus, Luke.
1 in
Yeah.
every 2 mercenaries will actually land a hit.
Hmm.
The mercenaries sometimes use sticks for tools.
Oh fucking god.
These guys stink! Oh.
They have rolled horrible damage every single time. Meanwhile, the rats over here on the right side are practically ripping Alfreda's chest open, even with plate armor on her.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Till it is done.
Theo.
It's still not here.
I throw the rock.
Thanks for the mercenaries.
It throws
God.
the rock.
I'm Theo, I throw a rock.
Rock throw.
You can get the bottom of the green rat.
Aim for the mercenaries.
That one. I like this one.
Maybe aim for the one that's eating rosin.
This one looks gross over here. Aim for that one. That's a person. Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
We'll go for the one next to the mercenaries. There we go.
Wait. Oh!
It's fucking dead. Let's see, just to confirm it. That's what I like to see.
Oh, it's dead.
Take the bus.
That rat explode.
Blows a leg off of the rock. What the fuck?
It explodes into smaller rats.
Z just got.
Oh.
Eva.
I gonna aim for this rat. He seems like a good boy.
You're the one at the top, you might be able to go first.
You're right. Wow. Just minus 10.
Unfortunately.
Damn. It's only 2 times, so sadly no mercenaries get hit. Wait. Wait.
Almost.
Come on, let's go, let's go.
Underneath.
Oh yeah, okay, I got no, it's even now.
Still even.
We see it.
As he fucking slams the head in. Ooh,
Okay.
he is barely alive. Finish him off. Finish him off!
You get like a nat 20.
Come on, baby.
Oh no.
Nat one.
No.
He's
Now what?
he's still quibbling. He's still quibbling.
This is just sad.
Just wanted to kill too.
Bullying these rats.
Imagine if he had to deal with all fucking 39 of them.
Yeah, it's a good thing we brought a week.
Yeah.
Fucking all
Good
out
thing we
of
got
tank.
some blunder.
Going against Frida. We'll miss, and then Arnis. We'll miss. And then these boys.
Come on, green rats. Kill at least one.
His armor will be useful in the great journey.
Hmm.
Kill one, tell the dwarfs killed many.
Can definitely say
One.
these guys have fucking lived through a lot of bullshit. That giblet no.
Don't. We'll polish them off.
Fucking all out on Arnis.
Stop it!
And then Tin.
Stop everything up, Brad. Stop killing the thugs.
That one tin will hit you in the head, and go ahead and try and parry.
I believe in you, Pickaxe.
No.
Fate. I'll use my last fate point. Why not?
Yeah.
No.
No!
First.
It's gonna take your eyebrows.
Face! The eyebrows!
I dive in.
10 damage to your head.
Oh god, his true name is.
Don't speak that name.
It's both T names.
He wants to shave your eyebrows, don't let him!
It kind of hurts, but I'm not. It's not too bad.
Frida. They're shaving his eyebrows.
Yeah, I see that. It's pretty crazy.
Can't believe they brought a street
Okay,
racer.
I'm punching again.
Yes.
I punched the rat.
You punch?
Stop punching these rats.
Punch rat.
I'm punching the rat. I click the shield damage. It should be 2 less. 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright, it's still alive, but barely. It's limping around now. Looking angry as shit. Tin.
I hate this rat. He tried to take my eyebrows. All out attack.
Oh! Fucking end him.
Those are my eyebrows.
Oh god!
It was a good end.
Now you gotta roll for eyebrows.
Yo. Oh no.
I
No,
keep my
The eyebrows survive.
No eyebrows. You needed a 1.
Oh,
No. No!
Your eyebrows are lost to the void.
I'm gonna shoot at this rat.
Fuck him up.
Channel.
Channel.
Hey!
It's been
Nice.
so good.
Now nail the rat.
To the fucking
Nailed
floor.
the rat.
Ooh!
Nailed.
Nailed that.
Damn.
Weird. Never succeeded so many darts in a row.
Who are you and what have you done with that wizard?
Can the thugs finally finish this bullshit?
Please let the green rats kill a thug.
Alright. Boss are actually getting 30s because they finally are bulking up.
Please. Please, please. There we go. 1.
Yeah.
God,
These guys stink!
It's just enough to kill this one actually.
Oh my god!
And then the other one still going. Yeah, you would not believe how bad these thugs have been sucking ass, man.
You wrecked.
I told you, look.
Hold on. That's the wrong
1 in every 2 thugs lands a hit. It happened again.
They did it.
Oh my fucking god, they've done it.
Theo! You've
Yeah,
come
man.
back just in time for the last 3 rats.
Fuck, I don't hit anyone. But fuck it, I'm gonna aim for this blue one on the left.
Alright. Fuck him up.
So it would just be plus 10.
Fucking duck and cover, baby.
Would be flat with a name.
Oh no.
60, 70, 80. Okay, I'm gonna use a fate point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless you want to blast our back.
Blast it.
The rocks hurt too.
Alright.
God.
It's not blasting our niece in the back, thankful.
Yeah.
Either.
I'll go for the same rat. Fuck me. Aim and shoot. It's still minus 10, yeah?
Yes, sir, because of the in combat. Uh-oh.
Hey, guess what? I don't have any fate points.
Roll it again at normal. Oh. Roll damage. So that's 6 damage to our niece's head. Though thankfully, I think she's heavily armored in that area.
Good, I'm good.
Yeah. So there's a point, our niece, where you're fighting these rats, and suddenly you just hear "pong" at the back of your helmet. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? You turn around and I'm just there like just giggling.
You son of a fuck! But I'm watching you afterwards.
Nice.
To be fair, I hit from the mercenaries and the spider. Kill that fucking Raki.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, kill that blue bastard so I can stop
Finally
hitting you.
dead.
He ain't dead.
Left or right
But
one?
he's hurt.
I'll go for the one on.
Good for the right.
The one on the right.
Alright. The one that Alfredo's been fisting to death is finally dead as it's cut down.
Punching the shit out of it.
Alrighty. The very last giant rat. Can he Ulrich?
You did it.
Ulrich. Double Ulrich. One shot Aaron hits.
Finish me, rat.
And he will fuck.
Fucking kill.
Fuck him up, Alfred.
Fucking throw down.
Bite his eyes!
Do it.
I'll step up and hit this one.
Fucking
Punch that
way!
Yeah, I'm punching it.
Punch
Hang on.
that rat.
Ooh.
No, it comes with a 10.
There you go.
Punch the rat.
Now, punch that rat. Weak.
Now I get on this action. I want to punch this rat too.
I was just punching rats now.
Fish that
I
rat.
throw my sword to the ground and punch the rat.
Oh my god.
I'm not punching that rat.
Man, I was very much enjoying punching a rat to death, and then this stabbed it.
What a shame.
Finish that rat.
Now I've lost all my motivation to kill this rat.
Oh, help. 11 damage.
Alright. Finally. That is combat.
Is it?
Cool. Who needs Heelys?
Me!
Alright.
I also need Heelys for my feelings.
I am okay.
May I have some
I have a
help?
major headache. Do you have anything for headaches?
Yeah, don't stand in front of Eva.
I mean, the rat can go run right at her if she wants it.
And clearly she does. It'll give her a straight line of sight.
Theo, your medical assistance is required in room A, surgical chamber.
Did you help me? Did you both help me?
You
Yeah,
succeed.
sorry,
Alright,
yeah.
then that succeeds.
Two of them die.
So.
Your turn.
As you look at the Grudge Rakers as well as the Forked Beard Regiment of the Iron Breakers, you can see that they were dealing not just with the giant rats, but also a huge swath of Klein rats that have originally, you can tell, that seem to have rushed up from the stairs below and clambered up some of the walls. Large portion of them laid dead on the barracks all around. You can see that a good portion of them are either tossing the rat bodies away from the barracks or kind of stacking them up to start setting them on fire. And you would see that two of the bloodhands are wounded. So they would definitely welcome healing. Eat fresh.
I mean, we do kind of need shields, I guess.
Yeah, we can't heal them. It's a waste of a heal.
Well, everyone's topped off. So.
No, you want to heal the mercs.
Gonna heal the mercs.
Huh?
Are the halflings helping? Or do they all
No.
need to fail?
No.
They want to fail.
Eat you, bro.
Hey, we're going
I'll help.
we go back.
Alright.
Two of them died, right?
No, nobody died.
None of them died.
They all held their
I
own.
don't want.
They parried and dodged like fucking champions.
They're good meat shields, and if they live longer, they will continue to be meat shields.
Well, they can be good meat shields even into the other grave. They've got two people to step up into the gap when they die.
And then
Fuck
do you
them.
Can tell us what it's like give us the old link when it's the last fight.
So 4 to the first boy,
I'd say
and
no.
a 4.
Was it 2 or 3 that was injured?
Just 2.
Okay. Done.
That thing. Thanks for that.
He's sitting up against this giant metal pot in the middle of the room. What a waste.
Yeah, starts cooking Eviston.
Make sure you replace those bandages and get a good rest.
Best as again down here. Thanks.
Yep, good luck.
You're gonna need it.
And you can tell that they definitely appreciate the healing, but some are still kind of like surprised that there is a wizard amongst you.
Among us.
Among us.
Oh yeah, you better get started on reloading that blunderbuss, boy.
Sus.
1 minute later. Alright, that seems about right.
I believe it's my turn for the watch.
That it would be.
You'll get some rest.
Fucking sleep.
Which you'll have a plus 20 to this, as you can see that the dwarves have covered some of the rats in tar and lit them on fire like a body bonfire.
Oh.
You should use your bog lights.
Would the bog lights help?
With the comparison to the body bonfire, not so much, because the body bonfire seems to be illuminating most of the hall now.
Okay. Great success.
Still awake, or is it too late?
You could still be awake.
Does anyone want to take my 4th shift of watch? Because I have really bad perception and I'm probably going to fail it.
You can fake one.
I'm still probably going to fail it. I've only got 15 perception.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. How do you have 15?
That's what I asked before. I was like,
All right, I'll take it, but mine's not much better.
What's yours?
what's fear?
26.
Oh,
Theo, what's your perception?
Probably
I mean-
better than that.
Should be.
40.
Yeah. You mind taking the 4th shift, my dude?
I'm a double trained.
nice.
I don't know why I'm
I'm single trained.
so thick.
So good.
I think my perception's going down as well after getting pelted in the head.
Ah, you know.
Hong.
You're taking it now. It's such a fucking mouth.
I don't think you should be going to sleep with that concussion.
The god arm
Sadly.
struck.
Passed away in her sleep. Due to internal hemorrhaging of the brain.
I asked the medic, I got a headache. He said, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I feel a little bit dizzy, kind of sick.
He said, just don't get away next time.
The bleeding's internal. That's where the blood's supposed to be.
If you don't want to get hit, don't get in front of the sling.
Alrighty. So, whoever's going to take the 4th, go ahead and roll your perception at plus 20.
Plus 20.
Because there's
I
a...
see
Can't fail.
hundreds of rats, but they're on
Can't-
fire. It's fine.
Can't fail.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, you did that to yourself.
Famous last
God,
words.
That's just full of humor, I'm curious.
Alright.
Yee.
We're all dead.
Thankfully, nothing happens for the rest of the encampment.
Well, I would have failed anyway. That was for humor.
My perception's not 15.
Plus 20.
Oh, it is plus
20.
20. Okay. Right, yeah.
I didn't know about the plus 20.
It didn't help.
Well,
It didn't help me.
Don't worry, it didn't help the one who said that it can't fail either, so don't feel bad.
So,
Well, I was.
come to what assume is morning. You can see that some of the other dwarves are coming over to your area. All right, you mate, get ready. Going further down into the depths is going to be a little harrowing at first.
I'm sure it is.
Bring
Can't be too much worse than that, can it?
Why do you say these things? Why did you say that?
So, as the regiments start to move out, you can see they break the barricade and move it aside, make sure to be able to fall back at this location if necessary and collect what supplies they could, leaving the burning rat pile behind. Start delving deeper through these massive corridors and stairwells to the lower levels, getting closer to the predetermined destination that was scouted out by the original Grudge Breakers. At this point, you can see the Forked Beard regiment slows down. It seems to not be at full march anymore, but at a slow pace, and you can see even the Bloodhands are starting to get a little nervous. You can hear some of them mumbling and even kind of come over to you like, I've seen this a few times in military tactics. Let's try to keep from making too much noise. I think there's a larger force here than they let us know about initially. As you are
We'll be fine.
As you are passing through these, Tin, go ahead and make me a trade mining.
No. That's not a good.
That's what you get for
No,
doing
sure. Hey. It's
You did it.
Alrighty. Certainly take note that there are, especially at these lower sections, a few veins that have not been tapped. You can see that it looked like somebody had initially tried to get down here, but were immediately chased out, and you assume very easily by what is possibly the Skaven clans that had been mentioned to be all the way down here, and that had initially pushed the Dwarven and other mercenary teams out.
Hey guys, some really nice looking veins up there.
We absolutely do not have time for
And now might not be the best time.
Maybe just take note of their location.
Yeah, I guess I'll remember.
Because you
Come by sometime when we're not on an expedition to murder rats.
Didn't need a fan of juicy veins.
you also do recall you can lay claim to a vein.
What, just on paper? Or do I just like put a little chalk mark next to it and say, this is Tin's smiley face?
Pretty much on paper. Once you go out and mark out the location within the depths of the mine, you'd be able to claim that with the Dwarven hold.
Yeah. Still not tin.
So,
This is tin, no steel.
it's at this point that, Johan, you feel a shiver go down your spine. Go ahead and roll me a magical sense.
Not this shit again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Come on, wizard. Be not shitty. Yeah!
Not shitty wizard.
So, as you are moving forward, you start to peer into the winds of magic, and you can see that even though this is not the wind of magic that you are currently studying, because it's a great deal more difficult to read them, you can see that it is still befouled and tainted heavily at this degree. Getting closer, you can tell that there are definitely very heavy works of, well, arcane winds at hand, and maybe even wards around that are protecting the area, possibly.
What does that mean?
They have magical wards.
Let me double check which ones you have. Go ahead. Is that academic knowledge? Yeah. Go ahead and roll me your academic knowledge arcane.
Yeah.
And that would be, especially for seeing the winds foul, at a plus 10.
They're fucking free, dude.
Alright.
Yeah.
You remember seeing this briefly earlier when you saw the two befouled creatures that had emerged from the rat corpses. But this isn't exactly the same kind of magical essence that you had saw when those things had materialized. This essence has been here for a long time and is in greater volume, corrupting the winds around you. You get the feeling very easily that this is one of the things that your master had warned you about, where casting here could sometimes go awry due to the fact that some daemon or another wizard has corrupted the winds of magic here to their own perversion.
Oh no.
Demon summon. Bow,
Well,
bow,
but lads, I'm getting some really bad vibes.
The vibe alarm is going off.
But with that forewarning, you know that, especially with that in hand, not only is there confirmation of a wizard, but also very likeliness of a daemon.
Oh, good. You might
Okay.
tell the dwarves that there's apparently a demon down here.
Everybody hold up, dwarves included. I'm getting senses of wards, and daemon, and magic user. The bad kind.
What would you say?
Yes, it'll... if I try to cast my good magic, it might do something fucky with it, so I'm going to avoid that, which will mean I'm largely useless here. I have 2 bombs.
You want my short
Get near the wizard! I'm just gonna move over here.
You know what, Johan? Do you want my blunderbuss?
How does it work?
You pull back this lever right here, and then you pull the trigger what you want to die.
When you want to die, you don't want.
Yeah, alright. Maybe just for this.
Mm-hmm. There
You
you
should
go.
trade him for some butter.
Very good shit, son.
Damn, I missed my opportunity.
Summon that demon.
I don't want to.
Get the demon out.
Good.
Get the mad demon.
Cast magic.
Cast magic ahead. Be prepared for...
Like
I don't know, warp stuff?
It's dark.
Warp stone, that's it.
So you see a few of them now. Aye, Rockies usually have a good portion of that. I'd definitely be careful for Yumis. Not got to do too well touching that with your flesh.
That's what this is for. And I pat the lead box that I've had this whole time.
I don't think you should pat the lead.
Lick it.
Lick the lead. Lick that lead. Put your dick on the lead.
No, I don't think I will.
So- That would hurt.
Smooth.
Close the lid.
Ah, I'm good, thanks. Let us proceed with caution.
So, with that, you can see. Well, first, especially at that warning, we're going to make sure it's not one of the old runestone wardings first, but we'll hold up here. There's an alcove that we know about, old armory that's been ransacked but doesn't have any other way in. It's held up. We'll wait there as the scouts check. What's up?
an old world armory, you might say.
You'd be right.
Take 1d10.
Now get in the closet. What?
Now get in the closet. In the bin.
Heading into this old regimental armory, you can see that they send out what seems to be 4 of the Grudrigger Rangers, and especially pursuing deeper into the halls just to make sure that it'd be safer for the larger regiment that all of you have been traveling as, with the 40 dwarves as well as the, let's see, full 6 of you. Yeah. So the full 12 mercenaries as well in total would be largely noticed. But the 4 heading out, you could tell, have done this multiple times before, because even heading out with their heavier equipment very quickly disappear into the distance. You can see that they have a hooded lantern that they keep as dim as possible, just to make sure that they can navigate while looking around for any other evidence. You can see that the Bloodhand mercenaries are trying to keep calm. One of them seems to be kind of breaking out in a sweat, just pure nervousness, to the point that they are this far down at the mention of what Johan brought up, that there's a fucking demon here. The dwarves don't seem phased whatsoever.
I walk over to the mercenary that's sweating and put my hand on his shoulder.
Don't worry, we've killed 2 of these already.
What's crazy? Gods.
You'll be fine. Just stay in front of us and don't get in the fucking way.
You can see his eyes go like a little bit wide. Right.
Because if you move, you'll catch a rock.
I've killed demons with these rocks.
These rocks have slain greater foes than you, chuckle fuck.
Just hold up like one of the rocks from the previous fight, just covered in like green pestilence. Like, oh. Go ahead and roll me in it.
Show him your wound.
Oh god.
What?
Show him your wound from the fucking demons.
Do I have to?
Fucking
Yeah, it'll be
vile.
great. They love it.
Fine. Roll up my sleeve on my left arm and show just like the horrific scar.
There you go. You only get one of those. You'll be fine.
Oh god.
Look, think of all the ladies that are going to be all over you when you come back to town with that scar.
Well, in our case, there wasn't any ladies all over us because it smelled like absolute shit.
Don't tell them that.
And you got Johan all over you.
Yeah.
Trying to patch it up for a week straight.
Can I heal it, please? Can I heal it?
Blessed shall you that you have such a skilled group that all know how to at least treat such wounds.
It's the magician, mate. It's our fucking wizard. We call him a shitty wizard, but he's not shitty.
Comes from the butter.
Hey, you could see one of us like, it's like it's good luck to hold butter. Like he's actually asking you seriously.
They take out a jar of festering butter and show him.
Have you seen my butter?
Could I
I
buy
don't
that?
open the jar.
Could I buy that from you?
No, I need this.
When we get back, we can talk about the festering butter.
Jars of butter.
Now you've got something to live for.
You can see like another 2 of them, like 3 out of the 6 that like actually fully believe like jars of butter is actually good luck to have in the dwarf.
No. What have I done?
He started a new trend.
I've got fucking public speaking, so they better.
I got a jar of butter.
Got fucking,
How many jars of butter do we have?
I think he's just got one big jug.
I've got a pound of butter.
Can you sell something?
No, I need this.
Our niece is going for it like, I want the lucky butter.
No, not to me. I think they might buy some because I think it's the lucky.
Yeah, no, they might, but I need it.
Don't need all of it though, do you?
What if I do?
I mean, come on, like, I got a little Percy, like, little dab for, like, you know, extra luck.
Shillings. Shillings? Did you say shillings?
No, like a little dab of butter. Like I'll pay for it. I know. I can tell it's lucky. Like that throw with the incendiary, it's amazing.
Yes,
So-
fate's twisted to make that throw.
Fuck yes, it did. I turned to look at them. Listen, the ones that make it through, we can talk about getting you some butter. Alright?
I say two gold crowns and it's yours.
It's not your butter to sell.
I've got butter. What do you think I survived last time?
You can see them, a few of them kind of mumbling like, yeah, I didn't even get fucking hit. The other ones did. Let's see. Go ahead and roll me a charm with a plus 30.
Just making a sales pitch while we're in the middle of hell.
Hey, you know.
We're about to walk up on some demons.
Oh no, that means a terror.
Alright, so you can see the three blood hands, like they pull out their pouches, like counting between it. They pull out enough for 2 gold crowns for each. Of like, yeah, we're like, pass that over. Like, need some lucky butter here. So they'll pay you 6 gold crowns for butter.
I walk up to the wizard and put 2 fingers in his butter and give him 2 dabs.
I don't let you. I put that jar in my bag.
I'll help you hold down the wizard to get you your butter.
Thank
What the fuck?
you.
Some butter. You're not gonna miss
season of
2
food.
tiny hands, 2 tiny fingers of butter.
I'll buy you more butter when we get back.
You can see a few of the blood hands like, come on, man, we need that lucky butter.
You buy me a whole extra jar, okay?
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
probably find out 50 with the gold in this go.
Okay. You may have some butter.
I'll give him dabs of butter. It's enough luck you need for a lifetime.
More than you need in your life.
They hold out these little pouches. You could tell it's supposed to be like little trinket pouches in case they find like loose gemstones or anything, and they just like
Grab it on your face, underneath the eyes. It brings out more.
They just like stuff the butter in these little pouch packets, and they just like rub the butter on their face. Like it's like yeah, all right. I'll mark.
See, now they got of you.
I'm gonna let's see. Hold on, let's see what would be a good mark. I'm gonna put the flag for the buttered up ones.
Great. Now the flagged ones are gonna be the first to die. Now you can know who you kill. Now you know who you've killed.
They get a -10 to their weapon skill because they're all
They got
dark.
butter in their eyes. They can't see properly. It's old and moldering. It's burning their skin. I think we've done a good thing here today. We've saved some, well, questionable field mercenary from almost certain doom.
Butter.
Praise be to the lucky butter.
So, as obviously you're having that conversation, you can see a few of the other dwarves are not loud, but having a good chuckle, obviously, as they're just relaxing, and some are just happy to be in the old halls of their ancestors that have been lost for so long. They seem to be chugging back what's left in their tankards from what they were allowed for rations originally from the camp out before. seems to be about 2 or 3 hours before the Grudgebreakers return. With that, you can hear the various discussions between the Ironbreakers, the Grudgebreakers, all planning out what seems to be kind of an ambush location, and then they seem to start counting out what appears to be a selection of gunpowder bombs.
Where's it?
It's okay. Mine are better.
They bought the bad ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they bought the ones for blowing up rocks and not burning people.
Who needs to blow up rocks? You can burn people.
Spoken like a true wizard.
As you do say that, ironically. Alright. We found where they are fucking hiding out. As the head commander, Silver Fury, is talking over the regiment and the rest. We're going to have to bait out a good portion. The shield breakers and the Grudgebreakers, we're going to pull out the main forces. As for the wards, there seems to be some magic afoot. But obviously, once we blow up the main granite block that they use, sliding back and forth, we'll be able to get in there and draw them out easily. They'll be chasing our regiment, and we're going to hold up not too far at the eastern side of the main halls and the caverns. If you have to fall back, you can try and slink around that way. I'd recommend flanking to the west first.
Alright.
With the rest of that, once we have drawn up the main forces, we want you lot, with the other mercenaries there, to go in there and take the easy part of taking out their fucking leader. We'll have the main forces worried about us as a bigger regiment, and we'll pull out more of the bigger beasties.
Their leader, huh? What would that be?
Usually it's a big ugly grey rat. Has decorative horns and hobbles around in a robe from what we have managed to scope. There was one other. We assume it's probably an apprentice, but it's very likely that apprentice is going to come greet us with the rest of the army. So, obviously, after the detonation, we'll give you the route. Make sure you get in there after you see the main force leave.
Alright, and then assuming that we succeed, do you want us to meet you at the front?
Meet us back at the steps leading up.
Right.
Obviously, we can discuss that further out from what is left over and who survives. Other than that, we'll be taking on the Rakogri and the other Raki. Well, it shouldn't be too easy. They're careless, unorganized. For the rest of you, especially after what we've seen covering the other flanks there, you'll do just fine. Be able to bottleneck them probably pretty easily in their own nest. Finish them off quickly for those who remain.
Here's the hoping.
Alright.
Seems like a solid plan.
So with that, after everyone's in agreement, you can even see the Bloodhands nodding. You can tell the Bloodhands, even though they were wary initially, especially after the first interaction for the three who had survived the encounter and got saved by you, definitely have a greater deal of trust of your group, and look pretty excited for being with you guys versus the regiment that's going to be fighting the main force.
You stay with us. We'll try to keep you alive as best we can.
Don't worry. He holds up the.
Well, lucky charm, we should also go hell and above to keeping you alive.
We'll cover your backs for sure. Don't worry. We're not going to be far away from you at all. You clearly got the best idea what you're doing down here, along with the dwarfs.
Yeah, the idea is hit it until it dies, or until it stops moving. That's the general rule.
Kill anything with more legs than two.
So one of them.
At that point, one of the grudge rakers tell you, stay here. Once you hit the bomb, you want to head down the main corridor. It'll be the 5th Grand Hall. You go down that way. On the right, there's a main tunnel. It's clearly carved out by another hand. You'll definitely recognize it by the symbols as he holds out this wooden triangle cross symbol between them. This is the symbol you're looking for. You see a whole shitload of those outside the tunnel? You found the right entrance.
Okay. Seems easy enough.
Exactly that. Thank you, Jake.
Have a wander up down the tunnel. Smack a couple of rat. Be home in time for tea.
With that, the Grudge Raker will catch up with the rest of his regiment. You can tell that the Forkbeard mercenaries, the shield breakers at the front, are starting to sing loudly to try and garner as much attention as possible, as well as the Grudge Rakers at the back as they start marching forward.
Boys, happy hunting.
So, with that, seems like it takes a good portion of time, but there is definitely eventually a point where in the darkness you can see the lights start to disappear for a moment. Even all the bloodhands seem nervous and waiting in anticipation for the sound. Before finally, after what seems to be probably about an hour, you hear the large explosion that you were waiting for. And are easily able to...
Was it?
I'm right here. That wasn't me. That was the signal.
Sorry, I was asleep.
Let's go.
Immediately start heading out. The Bloodhand keeping close and keeping their lanterns low. And Johan, your lights are able to help guide the way, prevent it from traveling too far to where you get noticed.
Alright.
Eventually traveling down the tunnelways, you start to see it looks like green lights hanging from far above. As you start to round the corner, you can hear the yells in the distance and occasional gunfire from the dwarves in the deep. As you round the corner, you can see where larger forces clearly come from, as much of the ground has clearly been disturbed. Fresh dust and dirt has been sprayed around. And you can see much larger prints as you even hear what sounds like monstrous roars echoing through the caverns beyond. You can see that the Bloodhand look fairly nervous at this point. But you find the tunnel that you were expecting and start delving deeper. It's a... At this point, they nod and right. Start pushing forward with you. The tunnel itself starts to get very cramped. As you can see, it looks like there's a huge swath from where they had initially pushed out. Let's see. There it is. That's actually the spot. Even though the tunnel itself does initially push out, you enter into what seems to be a fairly large tunnelway. Tunnelway.
He's getting the map.
I'm worried it's already so late.
And
That to make me fight it.
oh no, we'll leave off there. As
No, you can't leave off there.
end off. And the
Let's at least see the map.
yes. Hold on. Let me start giving you guys some light.
I don't like how big this is. Grey Rat's gonna have plenty of room to cast F you die.
Oh my god, this map is way too big.
He's gonna cast Warp Lightning, 28th level, and we're all gonna die.
I think it's 20. Are you guys keeping light or dim? Like bright light or
Well,
I'll
Dude,
keep the marsh lights only ahead enough that we can see where we're going, but not too far out.
Alright.
Dim.
yeah, dim, I guess. Because if we have it bright, we're just gonna end up with a ton of rats crawling up our ass.
I have fucking night vision, baby. Even in dim light, I can see great.
Alrighty.
The problem with being faster than light is you always live in darkness.
No, that's you. That's a you problem.
Thanks, Sonic.
Bruh.
Alright, let me give everyone some vision real quick.
Please do.
I really hope the dwarves got all of those fucking recovery.
What's your night vision?
It sounded like it.
I don't want to fight any recovery. Whatever the fuck they are, they don't sound fun.
Yeah, the grey rats are hard enough.
It's very pointy down here.
Extraordinarily pointy.
Can see foot.
God, map huge.
Welcome to the nest.
Why have we come here?
Don't worry, guys, we're getting paid 5 gold for this.
Well, I mean, to be fair, on the bright side, we did find several mineral veins that we can claim, which are worth a shit ton of money. So
That's if we live.
If we live.
Just kill him in one hit.
Just
Yeah.
Ulrich the Crease here before he does anything.
yeah, I'm gonna run that corner of my
Exactly.
shot, and I'm gonna shoot him from outside maximum range with multiple Ulrich him with a short bow, and he'll just die.
I'm gonna hit him with a rock.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Ulrich him with the rook.
So that'll be the spot to end off on, as
Yeah, alright.
you do hear the scattering of rats, and you are now in the nest.
Thanks. I hate it.
This is a good way to die.
I wanna die.
Everybody gets 100 XP.
Alrighty.
Hooray!
Cool.
I'm unofficially an engineer.
The rats. The
Yeah,
rats.
that
The
would
rats.
also been something else if I wasn't side grading.
Career entered. Yeah.
And for temporary
Should I-
times, back to the front keep.
Should I increase my fellowship in this situation? Think it'd be helpful?
Yes. Maybe we can talk the Gracier into committing suicide.
Should I increase my wounds?
I feel like you know what the correct answer is here.
Also, yes, the map is huge because that's also the actual layout of the fucking.
It's just that big, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
It costs 100 XP to enter a career, right?
Yes.
I think it was.
Once you have all the trappings.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Well, I
200.
It's
No.
200 if it's not in
Oh,
upgrade list.
right.
if you're forcefully leaving.
I do have all the trappings, so I'm unofficially an engineer. Because I have 0 training in it, I'm basically just calling myself one right now.
I read an article online. I'm an engineer.
I know what I'm doing.
Bang.
First thing I'm doing, I'm learning to read and write once this Grey Seer dies.
Yeah, I'm about 300 XP off of being able to summon demons.
Well, I mean, down here you might actually be able to summon demons because you probably have a dark magic dice.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So,
Basically,
fun fact.
when you're okay, sorry, I'll just let you explain.
Oh no, I was gonna say, when the etheric air of the Winds of Magic are corrupt enough, or Warpstone shenanigans are going on, you
Yes.
automatically get a dark magic dice that gets added onto your dice rolls. So if you cast it, no matter what, you're casting with 2 dice, which gives you a chance of doubles. If you cast with 2 dice, the extra dark die still adds on, so you get 3 die.
Oh.
You summon demon.
So you can actually enter onto the bad juju table now when you cast.
Yeah.
Bad juju.
On the
Dark
other
magic
hand,
die
it's
is
going to
there
be so
purely
much
to
easier
stop
to
you.
cast all of my spells.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The air is thick but dangerous.
You should. At least cast a single spell while we're down here.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
no, my dad told me not to.
Is it actually meant to help, like casting?
No, actually, I don't believe it is. I'll have to
Because I
double
was gonna say, I know it never did when Ken was running the games, but it's Ken.
Oh, does it not actually contribute?
I'll have to double
I'm pretty
check
sure
that.
dark magic.
I think it depends on what the actual problem is. I think corrupted dark magic shouldn't, whereas if it's just like an area that has a strong connection to the winds.
Winds.
Yeah, it's
Wind.
a strong connection.
Yeah,
So this would be on the category of corrupted, so it wouldn't be beneficial, but it would still be detriment.
Ah. How about I don't then?
Some magic.
Cast a
No.
magic missile.
Look, man, you still have to actually roll doubles for anything to happen. 90% of the table is not gonna do anything.
Yeah, 2 magic dice isn't gonna fuck you. You might shit your pants.
I'll
you
start
could
casting
shit yourself.
magic after I've fired the blunderbuss and thrown both of my bombs.
Wait. That's
Coward.
cool. Fine,
And
man.
on the off chance that either they're alive or we're alive,
Look, man, we fought a demon in Ken's game one time. The area was so corrupt that it added 3 dark magic dice.
It's good
it's
stuff.
heinous.
Heinous to
Oh,
the
gem of dark magic.
Yeah, I decided to test out a magic dot roll. No issues, baby. Let's cast stuff.
Come to
Somebody say
whack you.
goblin.
Goblin.
Gambling, gambling.
Yeah.
Well, Josh.
Thanks for game. That was very good.
You're into the thick of it now, boys.
Yeah.
I blame the dwarves.
It's true.
Hashtag fuck the dwarves.
Hashtag play play.
Hashtag gullible ass stupid ass. Yeah, we got this magic butter. Oh, really? Yeah, it's great. You'll love it.
Give me butter.
I want luck. Give me that butter. No,
Crave
it's
the
my butter.
father.
I'm gonna fucking laugh come next game, like the dudes who have the butter mark will just fucking
The
Ulrich.
mark of the butter.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if they just end up like Ulriching the shit out of things.
But they die.
I want your fucking equipment, asshole.
I hope they die, just so then the rest of them turn around and go, "You fucking lie!"
That
that
butter
was
was
so
deaf.
Execute number 66. And we just
That's
fuck
what
up.
It was the bad vibe in the area. It reversed the luck. I know. Not my fault.
No, we're gonna 66.
You
these
fired it
fuckers.
wrong. It's not my fault.
They're getting 66.
60 dicks.
Yep.
Oh no.
They need the turf chopper 3.0.
They need to get turned.
The pube muncher. Oh, Josh.
Yeah.
Phil didn't tell you. You weren't here. Phil's getting sponsored.
Nice!
A company reached out to me and they asked if I could be an ambassador for the page for the company. It's a manscaping company called My Smooth Balls.
That's
Look in the Palace of the Gods. I
That's
posted a link. To
fucking baller. By the way, anyone who's still watching, go check out Flip Essence. He's getting sponsored by Smooth Balls.
My Smooth Balls.
Josh, when are you getting sponsored by Boy Butter?
I
No, they
tried.
still haven't hit me back yet. It's bullshit.
We tried.
The